Do you have a dirty little secret? Welcome to the club.
And you're all invited.
The first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
We're handing out memberships, free of charge.
Step up to the VIP line and let Dayna and Brimstone take you on a weekly ride of secrets and debauchery.
Now buckle up, Buttercup, because things are about to get heated on the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Dirty Little Secrets Club. I'm Dayna Pereira.
And I'm Brimstone.
Hey, Brimstone, it's summertime. Are you feeling these summer vibes or what?
It is so flipping hot outside. It's ridiculous. It's like I step foot outside and it's immediate sweat. And you know, I've got areas of my body that should not be as sweat filled as they are. And it is pretty awful. It's so bad.
Do you have yourself a case of the swamp ass?
Not right now, thank God, but I do get it every so often. And I'm just like, okay, I need to go into the shower stat. And what do you call it? Now we just got a brand new couch, right? So we're doing a lot of different things in the house, and we got a brand new couch, and you know, we spent a few grand on it, and like I refuse to sit on it unless I put like if I have not just showered, I refuse to sit on it unless I have like a towel down. I'm like, I don't care. I don't want to just no. You know what I'm saying? Like if I sit down and the dog smells it, and then I'm like, I feel self-conscious. You know what I mean? I'm like, I can't do this, you know, like, so yeah, no, it's craziness, you know, it's this heat, especially like if you're in the studio all day and I'm just like, oh no, all right, I need to get up and walk around and do something or free ball it, you know what I mean? Or just be naked in the studio. Yeah. That would be awesome. I don't think that the rest of the crew would like that very much, but I don't care. I was like, what's up? How you doing? You know,
you might end up experiencing some lawsuits out of that. You're like, but the humidity, it was the humidity.
It was the heat, I tell you. I don't understand what the problem is. Yeah, no, it would be pretty bad. But yeah, no, but meanwhile, I can't. Your hair is like so blonde right now. It looks great.
Yeah,
you look fantastic.
You. Yeah.
You always look fabulous. You know that. But at the end of the day, I'm like, holy crap, your hair is so blonde right now.
Yeah.
You're making me look like I'm the brunette, but I'm dirty blonde. God damn it. I'm supposed to be the blonde on this show, lady.
Well, this blonde hair here, whenever I was in Cancun, I forgot that like that East Coast or like that humidity that comes out, I straightened my hair and it was like poof. I looked like I could like cover an 80s hairband at the time. It was so bad.
That's awesome. Yeah. But you looked cute in the pictures. I saw it like you had like it was like a poofy curly thing going on. Yeah, it looked cute. Yeah. I wouldn't be upset with it.
As cute as a fucking poodle. That's what I looked like.
I don't know. Poodles are pretty freaking ugly, okay? You didn't look ugly. You looked cute. The poodles, not so much. I don't understand what the deal is with the poodles. Why do people like poodles? Listen, dogs. I love dogs. I do. I love all animals. But come on, man. Poodles are flipping ugly, especially with the crap that they do to their hair, right? It's like, let's shave them this way and make them look like a hot dog and an ice cream cone. And, you know, let's shave their asshole. Like, I mean, come on, man. Leave the dog alone. Let it be fluffy. You know what I mean?
What about those, what are they called? The Chinese crested dogs? Do you know what I'm talking about? They have like that. They look almost naked. They look like those hairless cats, but they have like a poof of white hair at the top. They're the ugliest dog.
Oh man, those things are flipping hideous. It looks like the little Salonius, what's his name? Salonius something, from what is it? Return of the Jedi. He sat next to, he's the guy that's Crumb. Salacious Crumb, that's it. He used to sit next to Jabba the Hutt. And, you know what I mean? Those ugly ass looking, damn. Oh man, you just want to like plink it out of, no, I couldn't have an animal like that. My dog's a good looking dog. Like I have I have a mini dachshund. What do you call it? And Jasper is cute as hell. What do you call it? His face is handsome, and he's adorable, and he's a wiener, and you know, like, and at least he's a good looking wiener.
Yeah. There's not many good looking wieners out there, but Jasper is.
There we go. And with that, we start our show. Proceed, Dayna.
You want me to kick us off, or do you want to kick us off?
Either way, which way do you want to go?
How about you do it? I kicked us off last week.
Okay. I have a stupid big crush on my kid's soccer coach. I'm married. I love my husband, but I turn giddy when I see this guy. I would never cheat on my husband, but it is a really fun thing to flirt with him. But then I feel guilty about it. Wow. All right. This is a good one. I like this one. It's not I respect you that you're not cheating on your husband and
Mhm.
that you love your husband. I like that. Listen, if you have a little bit of a feeling in your head, when you go, "Oh, this person's cute," whatever. I could see that. I could see you being okay with that. It's just like if you're watching a movie and or watching a television series or, a porn and, whatever. No, that's a little different. But no, at the end of the day, if you're watching a movie, like if you're watching, Aquaman and you're like, oh, Jason Momoa, he's a good looking guy, you get a little tingle, I can see that. And then I'm okay with that to a certain extent. It's when you're
Yeah.
starting to have like crazy fantasies, that's a little problem. But if you're just, you're giving a little attention, getting a little attention, and that's it, then, I mean, it's not the end of the world. And,
Right.
what do you think?
Well, I mean, it sounds like this one so far is pretty innocent. It's
And
not
keep it that
taking
way.
it. Yeah, but it's a slippery slope too, because a
Yeah.
lot of affairs start off as little crushes. So just be careful there. Don't go too close to the edge there. Like maybe don't text him or, try and get attention certain ways. Maybe don't wear that low cut shirt because you're looking for a little extra attention. But I can see like it's okay to have a little innocent flirting going on. Kind of spice
Maybe.
things up. Take it back to the bedroom with your husband, though.
I mean, well, look, if my wife looked at some other guy like that, I'd probably beat the snot out of her. But but I listen. I don't hit. I don't hit. But listen, you're gonna think of that, then I'm gonna think of somebody else, and that's all I'm saying. Don't be
So
don't
I
cheat
have
on
a
me in your
question for
mind. No
you.
cheating on me in your mind, son.
Do you have a hall pass?
No, and you want to know why I don't have a hall pass?
Yes, I want to know.
Is because I know too many people. So anybody that I pick is like 2, 3 people away from me tops. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So yeah, and yeah, there is no. And even if I wasn't in that situation, I wouldn't do that. I would think that wasn't right. Because you can never go back. And the fact
Yeah.
of the matter is, I wouldn't have it the other way around either. I wouldn't give it. So for me, like my couple of my favorites or people that I find or had found very attractive are friends of mine now. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And there's
Yeah.
nothing there. It's completely platonic. But at the end of the day, it's like, well, Brim goes out, Brim does events. I do, film or TV or whatever it is, or we're in the same place. And, it's very easy for me to meet people, even if I'm not looking to, even the convention circuit, forget about it. You know what I mean? There's so many people that I've met on the
Mm-hmm.
convention circuit that, it's like, huh, I had a crush on you years ago, but, nice to meet you, pleasure. You know what I mean? And there are a couple people that have actually flirted with me that I had been interested when I was younger, so
Yeah.
like so yeah, it wouldn't happen. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even ask for it. But you can always have those dreams. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So it's interesting too, because a lot of times what you do with these people, like this woman has a crush on her kid's soccer coach.
Yeah,
So she doesn't actually know him outside of this role that he plays as a soccer
right.
coach. So it's kind of like a fantasy in a way. Like you don't actually know this dude, what he's like,
Yeah.
what his habits, his hygiene habits are, or anything else. You kind of like build up this fantasy of this person in your head. And like, I think you're probably attracted to this fantasy of this person rather than who the actual person is.
Yeah, have the fantasy about your husband. Pretend he cut down a little bit on his weight. Maybe it's a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? He's got eyes like Brim. Figure it out. Figure it out, and just be like, all right, and then give it to him. And vice versa. You know what I mean? Treat your women with respect and love and dignity, and the fact that they're beautiful, and let them feel beautiful in their own skin. And even if they gain an extra couple of pounds, well, you know what? You should never see it because love is blind, my friend. You know what I mean? And so that being said, yeah. Do you have a hall pass?
I do.
Really?
So does my husband,
Wow.
though. So mine is Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh,
I
really?
love him. Oh, I love him so much. Yeah, yeah, Jake
Okay.
Gyllenhaal. And my husband's is Rachel. Oh
Rachel
my
Ray?
gosh. No. Oh God, no, it's not Rachel Ray. From The Notebook. What's her name?
Oh, was late Rachel Lee Nolan? Is that the name? Rachel.
No.
I know who you're talking about.
I'm such an asshole right now. The girl from The Notebook, he
Okay.
had a major crush on her, so that is his hall pass. But yeah, I mean, the odds of me meeting and having sex with Jake Gyllenhaal are about zilch. So,
Well, considering I know Jake Gyllenhaal, it's not zilch.
oh,
So, you
Brim,
know,
hook it up. No, I'm kidding.
I don't know if your husband's gonna want you talking to me after that. Yeah, no, what do you call it?
Yeah, I've loved him forever and ever and ever, and yeah, yeah. And my husband is. I don't know that I would actually ever follow through with that. I mean, again, it's the fantasy. I don't know who he is. I might meet him in real life and think he's a douche. So,
Chances are,
yeah.
but wow, oh God, yeah, no, I can't do that. And you being in entertainment, no, I
Yeah.
think you put that foot down now, brother. Put it down now. Be like, hell to the no, young lady.
Oh man, Bram, you're cock blocking. What the fuck? No, I'm kidding.
What do you call it? Listen, don't make me make a couple of calls and meet a Rachel woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Help a brother out. You know.
We're gonna get so many messages telling us what her name is. Like, you idiots, it's
There you go.
Rachel, whatever her name was.
I still think it's Rachel Ray. I think that would be cute.
Yeah. She actually is kind of adorable. I like her personality. She's very bubbly.
Get some sex and some good food. What you can't go wrong.
That would be
Feed
like
me while
his,
you're fucking me. I'm happy.
that's his
No.
dream. That's his dream. He's like, make me a sandwich and give me a blowjob.
There you go. Can you imagine? I don't think I'd be able to keep it up if I was sitting and eating a sandwich at the same
Yeah.
time. To be honest, it'd be like, having fun down there?
Yeah.
All right.
You never know until you try.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sweetie, go to the next one. It's all
This
you.
one says, I met my girlfriend of 2 years at a dancing bear bachelorette party for her sister. I was one of the bears invited. When I finished, she slipped me her number and the rest is history. But when we got together, she asked me if I was still going to be a bear. And when I said yes, she didn't like it at first. But when she came one night and experienced it from a girlfriend's point of view, it turned her on to thinking about other women touching me, etc. Since then, she started inviting friends into our bedroom just to watch me screw them, and then afterwards, we fuck like rabbits. My secret is, I don't really enjoy it as much as she does. Sounds odd coming from a man, I guess, but I spend all night performing for other women as a job, and then afterwards, I have to do the same thing at home. I'm afraid she's only around for the sex and have no idea what to do. Should I leave or should I stay?
Oof. All right. I can attack this. It's up to you if you want me to start or you
Go
want to
for
start.
it. Attack.
So here's the funny thing is well, one, I think the dancing bear thing is hilarious. Is what do you call it? Are we talking about like bears in a costume? I'm assuming.
No,
Or are
I
you talking
think
about bear meaning big men?
it's big men. I'm not exactly sure. So I did Google dancing bear and it was just a male stripper review.
Like a maelstrom, and it's usually like for gay men. You know
No,
what I
this
mean?
is for women.
Really?
Yeah,
But bear is what do you call it? Usually like a term in a gay man
correct.
vernacular. You know what I'm saying? Where it's a bigger guy, and like if I was gay, I'd be considered a bear because I'm a bigger guy, and But
Yeah.
what do you call it? So okay, so what I'm gonna start with is, um, you know, I see where you're coming from, Mr. Bear, and the reason why I do is because I know a lot of people in the adult industry,
Uh,
and a lot of them, even though they do what they do on film, when they get home, they're a lot more reserved and they're more, intimate, and they don't want to bring their work home with them. So, I can see where there would be, a situation where you were upset with that. And obviously you did it and you were continuing to do it because that was your job.
right.
And you were making I'm assuming decent money for it. And her getting involved with you knowing that you did this, I'm assuming that she would have to, I mean, you'd have to accept it, right? You'd have to be like, all right, well, I understand, I respect this. But then to bring it home, what I find interesting is like, all right, well, now you're having your friends come over and he's banging your friends. Like, that's just, I guess, it blows my mind because, I don't know, maybe I should have been in a relationship like that. It sounds like a lot of fun. But seriously, no, thinking about it, it's like, hold on a minute. Like, maybe you should put your foot down and be like, look, what I do at work is work, and I want to leave it at work. And I want to, when I'm home, I want to be with you. And, You know what I'm saying? 2 years is a long time that you're with somebody. If you're not being straight up and honest with them, I mean, it's kind of like when you go to a friend's house and what do you call it? They have dinner and maybe they make pork chops for dinner. And you don't like pork chops, but you eat it anyway. And you eat it anyway because you're trying to be polite or you're afraid they're going to be upset with you. But you
Yeah.
hate pork chops. But now every time you go to your friend's house, mom and dad make you those pork chops because they think you love it. So now you're stuck eating them every single time for God knows how long until
Yeah.
you decide to say, hey, man, I really don't like pork chops. So at the end of the day, I would suggest that, you have the conversation and be like, listen, I really don't like sleeping with all these other women. I would prefer when I'm home to just be intimate with you. That's what I would prefer. And, I would assume that she would respect that after 2 years. If not, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know what to do from there. If that's the case, then you go with your heart. You know what I mean? Obviously, you can't, I'm not in your shoes, so I can't make that decision for you. But
Yeah.
I can tell you that you should have a conversation about it simply because of the scenario I gave you. You don't want to be eating pork chops for the rest of your life. Unless you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Unless you all of a sudden developed a taste for pork chops after being force fed them for so long.
Listen, if it's a never ending line of women that and then hey, look, not many men would be complaining about that. I gotta say, not many men would be complaining about that. But
Yeah, but I also kind of feel like not many men are ever put in that situation. And I think that maybe if they were put in that situation, that might get old really quick. Like that sounds like a lot of work having to please several women whenever you're coming home from pleasing several women. That just sounds like a lot. And I feel like, again, this always comes down to communication. Like a lot of these things that we get here, and I love when people ask us for advice, by the way. I think it's fun. It's another layer that we get to add to the show. And so I like that a lot. And so I think, again, conversation, have that conversation with them, tell them, because they might not understand that this isn't your jam. You don't want to, go to work and perform and then have to come home and perform. It's exhausting and it takes the fun out of it.
I'm willing to try. Have at it, young lady. I'm with you. No, like, listen, at the end of it, well, first of all, there's also, you got to remember when he's doing the dancing bears for the bachelorette parties, he's not sitting and servicing the women at the party. I don't
Right.
believe. I could be wrong. So it's not, you're doing a dance and wiggling and jiggling. I can, that's not necessarily, pleasing. You know what I mean?
But he is being objectified like the
Objectified,
entire
yes.
time as he's
Yes.
doing the dancing bear thing. And then he's going home and his girlfriend's objectifying him
This is
with
true.
other girls.
I think that what it might be, what he's lacking, and he might not mind the other girls. Honestly, I don't think he minds the other girls. What I think
Yeah.
he minds, he's probably not getting the intimacy that he wants, and
Yeah.
because intimacy is a huge thing. So him, the fact that she's opening the bedroom up to these other girls, and maybe she's opening up the bed for him to be with these other girls, he's not getting the intimacy because she might also be shutting herself off. You know what I mean? With from the true intimacy with a significant other. I don't know. I'm not in their relationship, but I
Yeah.
would have the conversation, right, Day? You'd have the
Absolutely. Absolutely.
and if you want to trade positions, you know what I mean? Let me know. I'm just kidding. My wife will kill me.
I was like, I think Danielle would have something to say about that.
Yeah.
And half your shit.
I'm too old. I'm too old for any of that anyway. I'm too old for it. I gained too much weight, but I'd lose the hell out of my extra weight.
What
Tell
does
you
Toby
that.
Keith say? Toby Keith says, I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was.
I could go more than once. Let's just be clear here. A lot more than that. But anyway, what do you call it? All right, so let's move along.
Go for it.
Have we satisfied the dancing bear, do you think?
I think we have. There you go, Mr. Bear. If we haven't, right back in.
There we go. All right. And by the way, I'm loving the fact that these are actually more stories. I like that. Thank you. Thank you for giving us more. All right. So my wife let herself go after having kids. Now, I'm not a dick. I understand that having kids changes your body and all that. I don't expect her to look like a 20-year-old, but she's constantly shoving fattening food in her mouth and then complaining about gaining weight and not doing anything about it. It turns me off. I don't feel sexually attracted to her anymore, and it makes me feel bad. I just wish she would try a little harder. I don't need her to be skinny, but to be healthy is sexy, and being healthy affects so much more than just your figure. Okay. So, here again, Dana, we have another situation where, you might have to have a conversation, but the conversation is a very uncomfortable one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a very uncomfortable one. And, look, many women, I mean, my wife has gone through it before as well, where, she's unhappy. She's more, and I'm sure you've done it, where all women are unhappy with themselves and that they feel awful about it. And that also leads a little bit of depression in there, and that sometimes leads them to eat or to drink or to, you know what I mean? And they're
Mm-hmm.
trying to, kind of, suppress the fact that they're upset with themselves. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, what do you call it? Sometimes it happens, and they gain a little. Women gain a little weight. Guess what? I'm sure you don't look the way you did in your 20s either, brother.
Right.
So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Maybe she's just not feeling loved anymore because you're not feeling that she's attractive anymore. Maybe you should start bringing her flowers again. If you don't, maybe you should bring her some candy and feed it to her. Maybe not all of them, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not all of 'em. I had to throw a little bit of
Yeah.
assholeness in there, but what do you call it? But just maybe you try feeding them, and maybe that's a start to something sexual. Spend more time in the bed. The more activity you have, guess what? The more weight you're going to lose. You lose the most weight when you're being intimate. To be
Mm-hmm.
actually and actually kissing is a good. It's crazy. I don't even know how that works, but it is a fact that you burn calories while kissing.
Uh-huh.
So so if you are more intimate, show her that you love her, show her that you appreciate her. Integrate something, maybe not chocolates. Bring home some strawberries, feed her some strawberries, get some grapes, lay her down, have her get naked, give her a massage, flip her over, start feeding her some grapes if she likes grapes or cherries or something like that. Be sexual with it, have fun with it, and enjoy her as a person, and understand that she may not be comfortable in herself. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So am I on point there, or what do you
Yeah,
think?
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that as a woman, especially having children, it's really hard because your body does change so much. And we all put so much pressure on ourselves to get back. And whenever you can't get back to what society tells you you need to get back to, you kind of just say, fuck it, and do whatever you want. But I
Right.
think like maybe suggest going on a walk together. Maybe you don't have to, maybe you cook dinner and you make
Something
chicken and
healthier.
vegetables,
Right.
or like there are ways that you can kind of uh, lead to a healthier kind of lifestyle without like being resentful about it. Maybe you guys go on a hike, or maybe you take a romp in the sack again, or maybe you do a class together, take a dance class together, or whatever it may be, whatever's up your alley. Just getting out and being active outdoors, and like just replacing one meal a day with something healthier is a step in the right direction. And then you're not going to hurt her feelings, especially if you're doing it too.
Yep. Yeah.
I definitely don't think you should be like, yo, you're a fat ass, I need you to do something about it. Like that's probably
Nah.
not going to go over well. And clearly
No.
she's going through something. If this is happening right now, she's going through something. So I think maybe put on your sensitivity gloves and handle it with a little bit of care.
There you go. I never knew that we were such good advice givers. I think instead of dear, like we said, dear Abby and what is it, Anne? What's her name?
And
Ann Landers.
Landers.
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. Dear Brimmy and Dana Landers. I think that's what we're gonna have to rename the show. I mean, Dirty Little Secrets Club's a little so risque.
Yeah.
So maybe we're gonna have to just give people advice.
You
How
got to
funny would that be?
rebrand.
Yeah, just do a whole rebrand. We'll have a whole advice column next on the website.
Uh-huh.
Send us the information for your advice, and we'll give you the responses that you desire.
Don't sue us if it goes sideways.
Listen, sideways people might like sideways. You know what I'm saying? I
Sometimes
like
sideways is fun,
That's what I'm talking about. So these people, like, seriously, here's another thing that you should think of, brother. Here's the thing, is that maybe just maybe, is she a stay-at-home wife? does she have the kids? Are the kids young? Are the kids driving her crazy that she doesn't have a free moment to, to herself? Maybe one of the things is give her a spa day. Take some time away. Spend some time with the kids. Take them away. Let her kind of handle and get herself in her own
Mm-hmm.
zone. Maybe she needs the time every day. Maybe you gotta, I know, look, long day at work. Maybe you come home and you say, hey, listen, sweetheart, every day I want to give you some free time. I'm gonna take the kids for an hour and I'm gonna take them outside or take them for a ride or whatever, and give you that hour free time. You know what I mean? And you take it. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe she needs
Guarantee.
that. Because
Guarantee he gets laid more
parenting,
after that.
that's true too. Parenting, unless you're my wife and she's like, "What are you doing? I want to. What? I can't be involved. You can't bring me too." Yeah, but what do you call? I once took all three kids one morning. I was like, "She's sleeping. She hasn't had a good night's sleep in a long time." And I took all three kids. This was a few years back. And I took all three kids. I took them to the mall and like just left her sleep. Left a note like hey babe, just took all the kids, we went to the mall and so this way you can sleep. So whenever you wake up, you can go back to sleep and just enjoy yourself. She messaged me, how could you left and you didn't even ask me to go? It's like, what the hell? And then she appreciated it afterwards, but she was mad at me because she felt like she was ostracized. I was like, but I didn't do it. So it can go backwards, guys. But for the most part, most women are good. My wife did appreciate it too, but they do appreciate that time. So give her that extra time that she needs to herself, away from kids. Women should not have to go hide in the bathroom for an hour at a clip just to get some free time to sit and relax. So,
Yeah.
that being said, hopefully, that'll work out for you guys. And I hope you were served. I hope you felt served.
Yeah. And if you happen to take any of our advice and it goes well, let us know that too, will you?
Yeah. And if it doesn't go well, maybe let us know, because then we're giving the wrong advice.
Yeah, exactly.
I honestly though, I think we're giving pretty decent advice on that
I think
stuff. I mean,
so.
I've been around the block, you've been around the block, it's I think we can give some decent advice.
Yeah.
All right, lady, you're up next.
Well, this one is not asking for advice, but it's a doozy.
Yes. I saw this somewhat.
The only way I will masturbate is if I slice up a raw jalapeno. Make sure I rub the heat of the jalapeno all over my fingers, and then it's go time. The burn and tingling feels amazing. I swear, try it.
Hold
You
on,
don't
pause.
use
Pause. Don't go further yet. Hold that. I own a hot sauce. Like, I do hot sauce. Okay. All right. I have multiple different sauces. And when you sit there and use it and you let people taste it and try it, because I've done that over the years and so forth. At the end of the day, sometimes you forget. And even if you wash your hands, sometimes it does not come off. I've touched my groin. I've touched my eye. I've touched, thankfully not my wife with it, but what do you call it? But there are plenty of people who are in the hot sauce industry who've done that, and it is not pleasant. I can tell you right now. I don't know where the hell you're coming from that it feels good, because that sure as hell does not feel good. That's like burning. It's like taking Icy Hot. Icy Hot. You ever use that, or Tiger Balm, and rubbing it on your nutsack and just be like, woo, and then putting the fan in front of it and letting it blow. No, man, no. Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, so it sounds like you're just giving this woman option. You're like, hey, I own some hot sauce. You can find it here, and if you want to use that,
I got some new coming out. If you'd like to try that,
it doubles as lube. So,
all right. So continue.
Okay, let's see here. You don't use the jalapeno for anything during. Just make sure when you slice it that you rub the insides on your fingers.
No. Okay. Wow. No.
Yeah.
I mean, look, if you enjoy it, I'm not going to take it away from you. Jalapeno it up. You know what I'm saying?
Just don't do a ghost pepper.
A jalapenos. You know what I mean? Play with your hiney with it or whatever. Just do whatever you want. Yeah, ghost pepper, forget about it. No.
Yeah.
A jalapeno.
You can't use your vagina again ever.
So this is a girl, not a guy?
Yeah, it's a girl.
Oh,
yeah.
Man, this is totally different. How are you not burning it up? Holy sugar honey iced tea. Listen, if you're gonna make a jalapenos out of it, I mean, listen, I'm very
Well,
curious. I'm
she
very
said she doesn't use the pepper. She just slices it open, puts it on her finger, and then uses her fingers to
but,
get the tingly
but
burning
why?
sensation.
Why stop there, Day? Why
I don't
stop there?
know.
Use the jalapenos. You know what I mean? Flip it inside out if you want. You know what I'm saying? This way you
Go
get it all.
big or go home.
Raw dog yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, exactly. Go big or go home. Don't run. First of all, you're wasting the jalapeno. You know what I mean? Like, use the jalapeno. If you're gonna use it, use it. You know what I'm saying? But crap, man.
Listen, I am never eating guacamole at her house.
And I thought, and see, here it is. I thought it was a guy that was sitting and playing with himself. The up and down motion, whatever the hell you were saying the other week. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, this is a woman who's doing it. Look, I know people that have messed with the hot sauce and then were going and getting intimate right after, or they were like hooking up with somebody and then they went and got intimate and didn't wash their hands thoroughly, and they went
Yeah.
home and put it in, and it is not pleasant. Maybe because it's a jalapeno, maybe it's not as bad because
Right.
jalapeno is not as hot and spicy as some of the other peppers like scorpion and all that jazz. But
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Oh, it's
Ooh.
funny that you said icy hot, because I actually got a story not too long ago for a sex fails episode that I did, and they accidentally used icy hot instead of the lube. Like the lights
Oh,
were off and they grabbed the icy hot instead of lube.
oh no! Holy crap!
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! Can you imagine? It's like, like no. Oh my God! Double whammy, sugar honey iced tea. That is some bad stuff right there.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
sorry,
thank you to
man.
that. No,
I'm
thank you
sorry.
to that.
Listen, I mean, now here's the question, and maybe if you guys, if you're, hopefully you're listening to this, and again, we respect your kink. But next time you do you do this with a partner as well? Do you have the partner sit and utilize the jalapeno on you?
It's
I want to know about that.
I mean, I don't know. I think that a partner might think that's weird. Like if I looked at Joe and was like, I'd really like you to rub this jalapeno all over yourself and then go to town, he'd be like, get the fuck out of here. Like, there's no way.
I don't know. I'd probably do it.
You know what? He probably would too, actually. There's not a lot he says no to.
Why not? All right, let's do it. If it kills me, that's a different story. But whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Holy crap! Oh my Lord!
Yeah.
Ouch! But
Yeah.
anyway, if you're gonna next time you do it, take a little video. I'd like to see the process. I'm
we just made a new category on Pornhub.
just kidding. I don't want to be sucked into that at all. What do you call it? I am curious. I'm going to tell you, I am curious. But well,
I'm
all right.
not curious.
Do we have time for more, or
Yes,
are we?
please go for it.
Okay.
Let's do 2 more. We can do 2 more.
2 more. Dos. Okay. Let's see. When I'm having a particularly passive-aggressive mood day, I'll purposely write a check in line at the grocery store just to see the frustration on the cashier's and people behind me's face. That is fantastic. But what's really funny is like my mother would be at the stores and she would always write checks. Like she wrote checks for everything. And what she used to tell me that she didn't use credit cards, but she sure as hell used credit cards. But then she would only use what do you call, like, because we found out after she died, she had a ton of credit cards.
Yeah.
But what do you call it? And then she's sitting and she's writing out checks when she's at the freaking supermarket. Like, I'm like, why? Why are you writing checks? Just use your damn card or use cash. And
Yeah.
she's like, no, everything. I have to write a check and keep keep a note of everything that I've spent. And okay, whatever. So I can imagine the look on people's faces when somebody's sitting and doing that, and you're waiting and you're like, oh, especially when they're older and they're like, oh, let's see, Sonny, who should I be writing this check out to? John's Farms is. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Let me start over again. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, how much is it? $2.32. Okay. Will you take a check?
This is some next level passive aggressive shit. Like this person
Yeah.
is like, I'm in a mood. I need to make other people in a mood. I'm going to go write a fucking check at the grocery store. She probably,
Yeah.
or she or he, I guess. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. Probably waits until like prime time, like rush hour grocery store traffic.
That's crazy.
Build
Oh
up the
my.
line and write the check. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's a great way to pass the pain in a
Wow.
non-violent way.
That's craziness, man. Oh my Lord. Oh, okay. All right. I think that was an interesting one. Okay. Um I can't and this person's probably like 20 something, Meanwhile, I'm thinking of like this 80-year-old woman like, like, let me get it out of my purse. You take checks. All right. All
Also,
right.
maybe go to therapy.
Oh
Instead
Lordy
of
Lord.
pissing off people in your neighborhood, just go to therapy.
That's so funny. All right. All right. All right.
Our
They've been
last
served.
one
Go ahead.
is I found pictures of another woman on my husband's phone. Now I have to act like everything is normal until I collect enough evidence so he can't try and screw me in court when I divorce his ass.
Wow. Hold on now. Now, all right. So, what kind of pictures? See, here's the thing. You didn't get all, like, you didn't give me any information here. So, pictures could be like, look, I have pictures of Dayna on my phone and pictures of Kim on my phone, my co-host
Uh-huh.
from GHR, and and other friends of mine that that I'm friendly with, whether I use them for posts or whether I use them for what do you call it, or have them in case I need to send them out to
Right.
to other media or whatever, or
Marketing and
or
such.
marketing, or just friends, or just pictures of friends or with friends. So if they're not like nude pictures, you know what I mean, and again, I have some pictures of some of my adult friends, you know what I mean, my adult, like or like, yeah, well, my adult female friends.
Yeah.
So not adults, meaning my porn people. So but they're dressed in the pictures that I have. But like, so if it's like normal pictures, maybe it's for some reason that you're not aware of. I don't know. It's still kind of, if you're a normal person, it's a little weird, I guess. But if they're not nude, then maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they're not nude, I would say that, maybe you should have a conversation before jumping to conclusions. What do you think?
I think that she already sounds pretty suspicious that something was going on. And then she looked in his phone, saw pictures of some woman in his phone, and now she's doing her due diligence to make sure she sounds like a jaded wife that is trying to make sure that she doesn't get screwed. It sounds like there's already some behind the scenes stuff going on
Maybe.
that is leading up to this, because I would never, if I saw just a regular picture in my husband's phone of a female, I wouldn't think anything of it. It's
Right.
what I trust my husband, no big deal. If I saw nude pictures on his phone, well, then I'd have to be a detective. Like, now you're forcing me to fucking put my sleuthin' hat on and see what the fuck is going on here.
Right. Right. I mean, look, here it is. I mean, if you really want to know, when he comes home, smell his dick. And don't no, you know what I'm saying? Like, put it this way. Let's
How
be
do
let's
you do that? How do you do that in such a way? Like, you can't just be like, come here, I want to smell your dick. You have to do it like, you would have to be
Oh,
servicing, and you don't want to do that after he's done somebody else.
no, but you would know right away. First and foremost, if you're leaving, if it okay, here, I'm teaching you
Okay,
women
I'm
something here.
ready
You
to
ready?
learn.
Ready to hear?
Yes.
When they leave the house in the morning, they're showered, right? So,
Mhm.
they might smell clean in the morning. I don't give a damn what man you are. After a few hours, 3, 4, 5, 2, 6, 10, you're certainly not going to be fresh as a daisy anymore. I
Right.
don't care who you are, it's not going to happen. So, you're either going to smell like ball stank or you're going to smell like chooch. So, end of the day, you know what I'm saying? If you smell fresh and clean as a daisy, you're guilty. And if you smell like chooch, you're guilty. So, you know what I mean? What you got to do is, all you got to do is you go in there and you play the game, and now you're there. If you smell something wrong, you know right away. There's no servicing. But if you don't smell anything wrong, guess what? They earn a prize. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
End of story. I'm not. Am I wrong?
I don't know. I feel like I would be real nervous about getting down, especially because she sounds like she's collecting evidence. She sounds like she's building a case. So you
Yeah.
can't go down there and then stop whenever you smell the cooch because
But you're not starting until you smell it. You know what? You go straight for it, or do you play around a little bit first? Right? You can
yeah.
tell.
And then what, like fake narcolepsy or something? Just be like, "Bleh."
No.
Oops, fell asleep.
If something's wrong, pow, right there. You know what I'm saying?
Right in the kisser.
Yeah, you're done. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, I'm not interested. You know, like seriously, like look, if the guy's cheating on you and what do you call it? And you know, first of all, what guy doesn't want a BJ when they walk in the door? Second of all, the fact of the matter is that if he did just do something he wasn't supposed to do, guess what? He's not going to want you to go and do that because he knows that you're gonna smell something. You know what I mean? Or think.
That's
You know
a
what I
good
mean?
point. That's a good point.
Because even if he didn't and then showered, then why are you fresh? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you smell like you just took a shower? So where did you take a shower at work? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, oh, you went to the gym. I just gave the guys an out.
Yeah. Brim's got your back, even though he doesn't support what you're doing.
That's right. I'm trying to play both sides here. You gotta give me some credit.
You're just keeping our audience alive. We got both sides here that we gotta play to.
Yeah. Like, look, and it goes same thing for women. You know what I mean? Same thing for a woman. You know, and but you know the difference with the women is women, you know, aren't necessarily going to want you to just drop their drawers and start, you know, giving them some you know, oral loving, right? Like,
yeah.
I don't feel fresh right now. No.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not in the mood. Don't touch me.
Uh-huh.
You know? So.
Yeah, I think females get a lot more excuses on that one than men do. Men are like, "Yep, go for it. Don't care." And women are like, "I don't feel it right now. I don't feel fresh. I need like a little bit of time. Can you give me 10 minutes in the shower or whatever?" And men are like, "Yeah, I just went for a jog in 80 degrees with, you know, 90% humidity, but have at it."
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Enjoy your meal. Thank you. No. Yeah. Anyway. Well, that's about all the time we have.
That's us.
Wow. Leave it on a note. Well, listen, everybody. Make sure, as always, we appreciate you tuning in every single week. As always, make sure you rate, review, subscribe. You know, as Dayna always requests, to make sure you hit up the official website and drop us, you know, every single one of your dirty little secrets so we can sit and chat about it here on the DLS Club. And as always, Dayna, you want to leave them off with that number one rule?
Absolutely. Guys, don't forget the first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
See you guys next week. Mwah!
You think we want something from you, you got another thing coming.